Hello, folks. It is I, Baldnate. You may know me from such runs in this marathon as the Legend of Hero Tanma race and the panel discussion at the beginning of the marathon. Or if you're experiencing this marathon backwards, you may know me from runs and races on Sunday and Saturday. But right now, we're ready for perhaps my most audacious event submission ever, which is the Tour de Ninja. It's a sure sign of my insanity, but also a love letter to this game. I've spent a lot of time grinding this game. I was introduced to it by the Big Mike 1983 for a 12-hour challenge, and I liked it so much I just kept on playing it. And then when I got tired of one category, I started just making up categories, and it sort of culminated in this, which is I'm going to beat this game 5 times in a row. The first 4 times are going to be in PC Engine mode. PC Engine mode is basically a game mode that they created. It's like the home console version of the game, and it's the default version. It's a little bit easier. You get hit points, you get slightly easier enemies, you get less enemies. But then there is arcade mode, and arcade mode is significantly harder, and that's what I'm going to wrap up the Tour de Ninja on. So I'm going to play PC Engine mode 4 times, and each time I will only use a single weapon. This is not the way the game was meant to be played. You were meant to switch between the weapons situationally. So I'll not do that until I get to arcade mode, and then in arcade mode I'll use all. So with no further ado, let's get started. Okay, all my stuff in order. Let's go. So I'll be starting with sword only. The sword is an interesting weapon. It is certainly the shortest range weapon, but you can parry both missile attacks and melee attacks, and I'll be talking through that as we go. So starting off pretty easy. I'm just hopping, because like in so many games, if you attack while you're on the ground, you will come to a complete stop while you attack. If you attack while you're in the air, you continue to move forward. And here you can see all these kunai being thrown around. I can brush them away with my sword. Also notice in the upper right-hand corner, there's a symbol and there's a 5. That's my life number. We'll call it the life meter. I passed up the other power-up because I'm not going to need it. I already have a fully powered-up sword. And we're just sort of grooving along. The first level, not terribly taxing. It's a nice easy introduction to the game. Here's the fireworks ninjas. They just pop out of the ground into the air, shower out kunai. And now we're going to fight the first boss, Ashura. Yeah, it's a big statue. It'll shoot little fireballs at us, so we're gonna hit it with our sword, because that's all we've got. This is not a big deal. We just sit here and hit it with our sword. It's little magical fireballs that are also erased by the sword slashes. This game does have sword cancel, or slash canceling. If you tap up or especially down in the middle of your slashes, and I'm using the built-in TurboGrafx, of course. You get in just a few more slashes, and you get a little bit more damage per second. But anyhow, we're done with the first stage. Now we're in the forest. The forest, which translates into cliffs and then back to forest. But here we got our first view of the spirit wolves coming in from the top of the screen. We've also got smoke bomb ninjas. They'll be peppering us with little explosive charges. So I took damage there. I only took 1 hit point. It's fine. There is sort of a concept of damage boosting in this game, but it's not nearly as useful as you might think. Because there's no kickback or anything. Also note this game really was not built from the ground up with the idea of having iframes or hit points. So sometimes it acts sort of peculiar. And even with hit points, there are many enemies that can kill you in one hit, including this boss. So we gotta dance with this boss using the swords. If I were using bombs, I would not even need to dodge. Oh no, he fooled me. Well, you know what? We got it out of the way. The first death of the tour. Occasionally, he will fool me. He'll be flying around, and it's like, he's about to go just one click lower on angle. And then, nope, went straight across. But that's okay, because this game, I mean, it has its difficulty, but in turn, like, it has infinite continues. It has checkpoints. I would say it's an excellent game for marathon safety. Maybe not the tour. He did it again. He juked me again. Here, I will make sure to get fully powered up on the sword before I return. There's one orange ninja up here. Get that second clone. Okay, I think I'll choose to not talk for this boss fight. There we go. So now we're onward to what is tip. This is the first stage that usually starts to trip people up because suddenly people with rifles shooting at you, and also the DeVitos. Where's the first DeVito? There's the first DeVito. The community refers to the large zombie samurai as DeVitos. Nobody knows why. Oh, on display, one of the 4 power-ups, the fire shield. Nope, the fire shield is not a shield. It does absolutely nothing to protect you from taking damage. It merely projects damage. Do not be fooled. So here I need to be careful with the monks. Because since I'm sword only, I don't have a good way of quickly just burning them down if there's one in my way. Also, as I said, the sword can parry all sorts of weapons, but when it parries the thrown staff from the monk, the staff doesn't dissipate, it returns immediately to the monk, which, if you are in between the staff and the monk, means that you parry it right into you. And let's not do that. The other weapons do not have that sort of behavior. And there we go, we dispatched Hanzo the Fiend. If you ever want some entertainment, look up the English manual for this game. Every enemy and boss has a name. And in the descriptions, they like to claim that they have weapons that they clearly don't have. Here we are in the temple complex, and enjoy them while you can. These are the only enemy ninjas with Kusarigama. They will kill you in one hit. So we're gonna hop all of them. Get out of here. Okay, now here's those pale green bamboo spikes at the end. They'll kill you instantly. So we're just going to simply walk on the ceiling. So move along, and we are headed quickly to the boss. Now, it's a slowly collapsing roof. We just need, as long as you do not linger much it is not a danger. But if it does crush you, it is an instant death. And we are headed to the natural enemy of the ninja. 2 magical enchanted stones, and we'll have to kill it with swords. I would not recommend trying to kill it with swords. Even though swords are not the worst weapon for this boss. They try to crush you, or they will glitch kill you. Both of which are very satisfying. Also... No, I don't like this pattern. Okay. If they are shoving you around... You can let them shove you around, but while they're doing that, the bottom of the screen may seem like super smooth, but it's not, and while they're shoving you around, if you're in the air and hit jump, it'll eat your jump, and you need to jump! This is not a fight where you want it eating your jumps. So we're going to try very hard to not get scooted around at all by these rocks. Okay, we're working on it. So yeah, each stone has 4 little hitboxes you have to destroy. And there we go, we made it through. You're gonna see that dance with the stones 4 more times. So here, just to make sure, this is the level in which you should not go to the right or left, because it will just loop forever. You need to go up. You just sort of memorize the route you need to take. Mix in some short jumps with some very long jumps. And here we are at the top, and we will fight the ninjas of the Wind Clan, aka the ninjas that ride on a kite. They do shower you with kunai, but the sword does a great job of sweeping them away. It does not do a great job of doing damage quickly. But that's okay, we're just gonna sort of jump around, get the clones up in their face, sneak in a few slash cancels. Oh, just a little bit out. Okay. So for reference, if you fight this boss with grenades, you can kill the boss before it even clears the top of the cliff. The 9-Wind Demon, thank you, Cheese. Cheese, fellow ninja spirit runner. Oh no! Killed by... Well, we got it out of the way. Killed by the very first Mr. Ryuichi of the game. Yes, yet another enemy with a one-hit kill. And you may have noticed, he committed to his sword slash, and I hit that sword with my sword, and it pushed him back. Wow, I am just not timing my jumps well here. Let's focus. Just for now, this is the traditional stage for runs to die. There we go. Okay. If I time it right, I can either bait out a jump or... No, damn it. You can either bait out a jump or bait out a slash. And if you do it with the right timing, you can keep them sort of swirling around you, but not killing you. And obviously I'm not doing a very good job. Also, we're getting peppered with kunai at the same time here. We're going to go backwards a little bit. Okay, so now they are perfectly superimposed on each other, so it's more like fighting one Mr. Ryuichi. Okay, there we go. Would have liked one of those power-ups. Okay, we're gonna... There we go. We've made it past the Ryuichi spawn. We are not at the next checkpoint yet, but now we're at the next checkpoint. Now the monks come out. The monk AI is much easier to manipulate. You can get them to commit to jumps or commit to throwing their staff relatively easy. There are a few places to where they can. If you commit to a jump in an unwise spot in a level, and if the monk spawn is running a little bit late, you can end up in a situation to where you will commit to a jump and land right on a Mr. Ryuichi. So here's the boss of this level, and it's just a bunch of the DeVitos. Now, since it's sword only, I could damage it with the sword, but this is, as far as I know, it's the only boss in the game that you can just time out. So we're not even going to bother trying to slash it. We're just gonna, we're just gonna relax here. I can look at chat. See comments on the tactical ninja kite. Ninjas taken to the skies. Yes, no, that was a good break. Hope you all enjoyed that DeVito break. So now we are in the fart cave. It populated with toxic cave farts. And Mr. Ryuichi. There he is. Oh no, the cave farts are not instant kill. Though they're also like... but they can generate you. Again, as I mentioned to you, this game really wasn't built for iframes or hit points. So getting hit by a smoke bomb will take anything from 0 to 5 hit points. So we did get hit by a few there. They're not random. Well, how they puff is random, like when they puff, but where they are is not random. But the Mr. Ryuichi spawn timing is random. Okay, whew. Trying to dance with these Mr. Ryuichis. Oh, it did not work. I don't know if I made it to the checkpoint before the Ninja Pit of Death. I did not. Mere pixels away. I should have... That was greed. I was hoping to actually start my descent, but I should have just jumped off and been killed by the Ninja Pit of Death instead. Oh, no. Yeah, this game is certainly not easy, but it is much more difficult if you decide to yourself, I'm not going to switch weapons. This is not a place to be using the sword. The ninja bombs do a great job on Mr. Ryuichi at range and close up. Jump up. There we go. Okay. Okay, jump up again. Oh, jeez. Just gonna have to eat the smoke bomb. Okay. Oh no! The smoke bomb got me right before the checkpoint. Oh. That's okay. I factored this in my estimate. And also, I will note that sword only, I would say, is the hardest of the single weapon challenges. So it starts off on a steep side. Oh, that Ryuichi totally didn't jump. Good news. Once I get past Mr. Ryuichi, we have the final boss, which was also not designed to be fought with sword, but there's a... I'll tell you one thing, the final boss is much less mobile. Yeah, the sword does very little damage. It's basically only really useful for sweeping away kunai being thrown at you, or dispatching the cannon fodder, just regular old ninjas. Okay. Waiting for the... Oh, okay. Oh, no. Okay. We're just gonna go. Okay, we're gonna go for it. We're going. There we go. Okay, we got the music. I'm totally out of position, so I'm gonna die, but now we made it to the checkpoint. So this is the Ninja Pit of Death. All of the ninjas in it can kill you in one hit. You cannot kill them, or not in any meaningful way. You just need to memorize the path. So here we are. This is the safe part. I will note in the original arcade version, there is no nice safe path over here. You have to continuously move back and forth. But at the bottom is the boss. There it is. So it shoots out magic. The magic, like the smoke bombs. Sometimes it does 1 damage, sometimes it does a whole bunch of damage all at once. It also moves randomly, and it can outrun you if it chooses to. But we are gonna take up residence here. Try to get some good slash cancels in. And we did it. Great. Okay, so... on to the second run. So this is going to be shuriken only. The shuriken... honestly, out of the 3... the shuriken is probably the least useful weapon. There it is. Second in the rotation. I say least useful because, well, one, I mean, it is ranged, so that's nice. It doesn't do a lot of damage. That's not great. It's rapid fire. That's cool. Does not parry anything, but also it has no. It has absolutely no penetration. So for cannon fodder enemies like this, it's just fine. You hit one with a shuriken. That shuriken that hit it disappears. It's fine. But for the bosses that have weapons that they parry with, it means that there's just angles you can't do damage to them at all with, and that includes the magical ninja crushing stones, which is the hardest boss to fight with the shuriken. But most of the rest of the levels, they're not too bad. You have to do a little bit more careful dodging. Also, the shuriken are horrible for lag because they have so many sprites. But yes, aside from this shuriken-only segment, there is only one other time you will see me purposely use shuriken, and that is on this boss in arcade mode, just because of the way I've routed out arcade mode. But man, sure does a number. Sure does a number on Ashura. For enemies without unusual hitboxes or armor, the shuriken can pile on the damage quickly. But can't quite compete with the ninja bomb damage. Mostly because the ninja bombs in this version are glitched. They sometimes do their normal damage, or sometimes they will choose to do a random amount of damage between 0 and 255, which, as it turns out, is a lot of damage. So yes, the any percent run of this in PC Engine mode, it nearly exclusively uses ninja bombs, especially against the bosses. There's a couple of places to where I switch to sword in my runs, but... And here we are at the Twin Axe Ogre again. We're going to have to dance with him a little bit, but not nearly as much as with the sword. There you go. There's a critical hit mechanic. I mean, sort of, but not really. It's just like, the mechanic is just shoot bombs at things, and sometimes it'll do more damage. So here we are again in the swamp with the riflemen and the DeVitos. So we don't have a way to parry the gunshots. Oops, I accidentally killed the DeVito. Generally, you do not want to kill the DeVitos, only because if you kill one, it will respawn. If you just jump over them, you'll usually only get two, occasionally one DeVito. Looks like we got lucky. We killed one, but we only got two total. I'm going to be doing this a little bit different. I'm going to take these short hops, because... Well, except for there, because I saw the monk came out, planted itself for a throw, and it's like, okay, I'll jump over the monk and its staff. But in general, when a monk is running out, you want to do that. So you sort of hop and plant. The monk says, I am going to throw my staff on a diagonal. You let it do so, and then you walk under it and jump over the monk. Okay, so here's Hanzo the Fiend. So yeah, Hanzo's sword will absorb the shuriken. Except, of course, for the ninja clones who are past the sword. Also, while I'm jumping over, after the sword is not covering his head, and get damage in. There you go. Not too bad. You do have to, but you do need to make sure to time your jumps well over Hanzo, because that sword will kill you in a single hit. So here we are in the temple complex. Kusarigama ninja are they're not too horrible with the shuriken, but it's not great. Just really depends. Okay, we're getting a lot of lag because, like I mentioned, there's no piercing on the shuriken. I have no way to kill the attic ninjas with the shuriken. The shuriken just get eaten by the roof. there we go. Made it to the spike room. Again, I have no way to kill the attic ninjas. And if you'll notice, when I'm on the roof, they will pause to stab down at me. So I need to try to time my attacks to not be at a rhythm to where they will catch me with their sword. I mean, I've got hit points. It's not a huge deal, but anyhow. Okay, here we go. And I will say, figuring out how to fight this boss with shuriken only was for a while the last holdup for me doing a tour de ninja. But let's see how it goes. So yeah, the alignment you need to do any damage to them at all is not fun. And I'll be fighting it for so long that having really sound movement is important. And having a good idea of how the stones typically want to move, but they will surprise you. They will not always play according to the game plan. Also, lots of lag. Lots of lag. Please don't squash me. Oh no, okay, see, I don't like this one when one stone decides to take like a long trip. Also, there's so much lag that I can eat. You can choose to eat my inputs, which is really bad in this boss, because when you jump, you really need to jump. That was a bad place to end up. Okay. Let's get a hold of this movement again. Don't like this arrangement. Oh no, I really don't like that. Okay. Oh no, oh geez. Please stop, Cam. It's not doing any damage to it now. Oh no, don't like this at all. Okay. Oh, please stop, Cam. Please stop stopping the stones in the middle of the field. It's not lined up right. Nope. Okay. Whew! We did it. The long dance with the stones. Throwing our popcorn and peanut shells at them. Okay, so now we can move on to the rest of the levels with shuriken only, which are not nearly as harrowing. And same route. As long as you're climbing fast enough here, you're in no danger from all the spawning smoke bomb ninjas. But if you miss a jump and start falling, it's just the worst feeling in the world. Because you'll fall and fall. And you have limited air control. Oh, and yeah, the Nine Winds Ninja Clan went down quickly under the hail of shuriken. Nope, so here we are in the Thundercloud stage. Thankfully, Mr. Ryuichi does take pretty good damage from the shuriken. We do need to time our jumps to get past the kunai showers. We can eat a few kunais, but you don't want to take just a ton of damage in this very first section. Because again, we're doing shuriken only. We have no way to parry kunais, and the kunai showers start off the level, and then you have the miniature kite ninjas throwing out kunais later. So, just in general. And this is going to be Lag City. Oh, you're going to see there. Didn't have a great option for avoiding that kunai. And I definitely want to choose to get hit by a kunai instead of a spinning bow staff. Okay, throw. I encourage anybody that this looks even slightly interesting. This is a wonderful game to play. You do not have to play it in these under these challenge rules. And I'll also say I feel like it rewards thoughtful gameplay a lot. The more I've played it, the more I've learned the enemy movement and how to manipulate. It's very satisfying. if you can fit at any percent run in these lag frames yet. Well, if you thought that was laggy, then wait for the Kusarigama only version of this stage. Oh, Chronos V2, yes, the C64 version of this is pretty cool, but it is also, it is much closer to the arcade version in the sense that it is one-hit KO, and it also throws, it throws the full selection of enemies at you in all the stages. Is each link of the chain a sprite? I don't know, but however they did it, however they implemented it, especially the powered-up Kusarigama specifically, which looks the same as the non-powered up one, but it generates a much more lag when you're swinging it around. So anyhow, we're back at the Fart Cave. The Shuriken are much better suited to the task of fending off the Mr. Ryuichis from a distance. Oh no. Oh, whew. That was a... I just managed to get enough damage in to fend them off. Okay. Let's see how much easier the Fart Cave is when you are not limited to just a sword. It's quite remarkable. And we have full hit points, so we can probably just burn down the boss here. So we're gonna try that. We go here. Set up, hopefully. Some shuriken are making it through. We're generating... We have so many sprites on here, I think like the magic is having trouble triggering damage on me. No, there it is. I got one in. Oh, no. Ooh, okay. We did win, but if keen-eyed observers may have noticed, I went from 3 damage to 1 in a single hit. So, that could have killed me. But anyhow, on to grenade only. So grenade only is basically any percent. Except that, well, I'll put it this way, for most folks that run any percent, it is bomb only. I choose to switch off of bombs a few places in any percent, but not today, because this is bombs only. This is also one of the places to where for most of this segment I will actually have turbo off. Because the bombs are quite versatile. There's really not much to say bad. There's not much ill to speak of the bombs. As I mentioned, they will do glitch damage, which is great against bosses. But they also have extended hurt boxes. You can also, as Mike says, you can do ninja drifting. So lead ninja hops in the air, and then I press down and attack. My lead ninja will shoot a bomb somewhere, but the other ones that are dragging along the ground still will place a bomb on the ground, and that bomb will sit as just an unexploded bomb and will kill weak enemies that walk across it. And then it will eventually blow up and do damage in a larger area. So the bomb is just grand. Oh, and that's, okay, did you notice? That's actually, I think that's like the fastest kill on that boss with the bombs. Basically, it spawned in and just like immediately died. Here we can utilize a whole bunch of different aspects of the bombs at once. I can shoot up, I can leave some bombs on the ground. Also, as I jump into the hitbox of an enemy, I'll fire the grenade, I'll immediately hit them and detonate, and then the area of effect of the grenade will take out other enemies that are right about to hit me. So that's all in the name of not just moving quickly and not taking damage, but also to reduce lag. Though if I were truly wanting to manage lag more, I would have only picked up 1 clone, but since this is the Tour de Ninja, and it's a bit of an endurance run, I just picked up my full complement of clones, trading sheer firepower and survivability versus losing a little bit to lag later. I'm pretty sure there's like an Atari ST version of this. This was a very widely ported game. Time my last jump so I can get a good jump in over the DeVito. You can really step inside its initial slash and get extra distance. It's all about feel. Getting over those DeVitos. Okay, so this is one of the places where I would switch to sword. Because the sword does a much better job of sweeping away all the spirit wolves that'll descend on you. And if it's not powered up sword, the base sword does not generate lag. Oh boy, okay. That monk caught me flat-footed, but that's it. There we go. Hanzo goes down quickly. Oh, a Tour de Ninja edition. That would be great. Or another one would be to do this and then tack on the arcade original. The arcade original is a spiteful game. I'll get into that a little bit more when I get to the arcade mode run. But what I'll leave it to say is that, so right now, you know, we're about halfway into the third playthrough of PC Engine mode. You get a pretty good idea. Like, you know, it's got its hard moments, but it is also, you know, forgiving in places. It has a sense of mercy. You switch to arcade mode in this, and it throws away almost all of that mercy. It's one-hit KOs. The enemies are stronger. There are more enemies. It is a harder selection of enemies in the stages. And then the bosses have more health. But the arcade original has all of that, and also just in general, everything is also just even tougher. There's enemies you don't even see in this mode. And it has rank. It has rank. So it's at some point I'll learn how to 1cc it, but last time I tried that it was just miserable. A Ninjathon, that sounds excellent. There are so many good ninja games. And the rocks. The rocks go down so quickly to the bombs. You do not need to dance with them. There is a limited ability to manipulate the movement of the rocks for that short a period of time, and you can get a very quick kill on them. But, you know... Here, can we do it? Oh, okay, we didn't quite get the fastest kill on the Kite Ninja. Yes, no, the arcade version is very serious indeed. As we can see here, plainly obvious that the bombs were made for Mr. Ryuichi. Hey, you can snap out just two bombs and dispatch one. But if you want to kill one just a little bit faster, because it's like, you know, you're about to land on its sword, you can throw out a few more. So here, I would prefer to have more than 3 hit points now, because going into this, really, your option is to turn around mid-jump. Oh no! Oh, I was in the middle of a weird committed jump. That's okay. I just now realized the shuriken only segment was deathless, and this is the first death on bombs only. Oh. Well, goodness, hey, we got my hit points back. So I can afford to tank some more kunai hits. There we go. And since we have bombs, I can hold down and actually kill the parade of DeVitos. Save a little bit of time. Just gonna... Nice little break for everyone. I will note, this boss in the arcade version, you can't stand here and be invulnerable, but you can stand on these shorter rocks and have them all miss you. It is the single aspect of the arcade original that shows any mercy. Okay, we're heading into the final stage with bombs. Yeah, much like Shuriken only. It is still very easy to die in this segment, but you know, we are well equipped. I do want to pick up my extra ninja clone. There he is. Yeah, we're gonna get one more. Sort of have a... After you play the game enough, for both Mr. Ryuichi spawns and Bowstaff Monk spawns, you can sort of get a feel for when they're about to spawn. And in particular, you can get a feeling for when their spawn is late. And once you get that spidey sense, you can be like, "Whoa, it's gonna spawn at any moment. I need to make sure not to commit any jumps." And there it goes. The final boss folds quickly under the hail of grenades and glitch damage. So now, probably the weirdest of the weapons, the Kusarigama, aka the chain sickle. So the Kusarigama is like a weird mega mix of all the other weapons. So it is ranged, but it is connected to you. It does parry, but it only parries missile attacks. And you can sweep it through. But once I get my next clone and I do the sweeping attack, it will generate so much lag. So this will actually be the laggiest of all the single weapon runs. So if you thought Shuriken only was laggy in places, see here you can even see it already. I just merely attack upward to sweep away some kunai, and you can feel the game slow down. So there are a couple of places in this run that I will just opt to not attack. I'll just dodge everything. Because it's just not worth attacking. I just didn't need to attack. Ooh, we got the... Oh, we can show off a little DLC. So that pinkish purple magenta pickup, that is the smart bomb. I have picked it up a few times, but it just sweeps. For a few seconds, it puts down a damage plane for all enemies. What we're going to do is we're going to use it against the boss. This is, I think, one of the few times where you can use it against a boss in a meaningful manner. I'm going to pick it up, and there it goes. Also, hello yells. Can I sweep the leg? There is no broom only mode in this game. I'm sorry. Here we are in the forest. I will say the Kusarigama is the best weapon for sweeping away smoke bombs, and you will see me use it in arcade mode because it sweeps away smoke bombs at a distance, which is good because the smoke bombs, like your own grenades, have an area of effect, and in arcade mode, that area of effect is just as lethal as if you'd gotten hit directly. Have a leg. There are fireworks going off. Why are fireworks still going off? Okay, here we go. So we are going to have to dance with the Axe Ogre a little bit with the Kusarigama, but not as bad as sword only. The Kusarigama actually does like decent damage. It's not great damage, but it's decent. It's decent. In particular, if you can keep the Kusarigama on the enemy, then it does a pretty good job. Okay, so we're sort of jumping through here, waiting for the first. Oh, there's. Walk almost up to him to touch him and then jump over him, just to make sure that when he turns around and swings his sword, that I'll be clear of it. Public service announcement: the fire shield is not a shield. It protects you from nothing. Waiting for, yep. I can tell Monk was a little bit late. Also, this is actually the monk. Oh, there it is! Oh, we got it! I was about to say it. Sometimes you get a tree spawn on the monk. So since the branch of the tree was at the edge of the screen when the monk spawned on the right, it spawned at that elevated position and ran right off of it into me. And that is very dangerous because it does not give you good options for manipulating their movement. So yes, that is. I've yet to work out a good strategy for that. Beyond just stubbornly waiting for before you get to the branch. Okay, so we're short a clone, and also here is the weakness of the Kusarigama. He gets totally parried by Hanzo's sword. So it does mean we're gonna need to jump over him. If I could have drug the so there's an orange ninja in the swamp that has another fire shield. Fire shield does excellent work against Hanzo, especially if you have two clones. You can just sort of let him walk into that last clone, and the fire shield will just do continuous damage to Hanzo. But that's okay. Once you work out the distances and how to make sure you commit to your jumps right for Hanzo, it's not too bad. Now this, on the other hand, the Kusarigama it's not a great weapon to use against the Kusarigama ninja. Also, it generates a lot of lag. So I'm just gonna, as much as possible, try to not do any attacking and just jump over all of them. Try to bait them into attacks that I can jump over easily. There we go. Now there is a way to hit some of the attic ninjas. You can get like one click of rotation on the Kusarigama swing. So it'll briefly hit some of the attic ninjas, but it's not great. And yeah, we're out of there. Now for the crusher. Oh, this is the weapon you normally use for the stones, or for Hanzo. Now the Kusarigama's not a bad weapon. It's definitely, I think in general, I think it's considered a good, especially for casual playthroughs. It's an excellent choice because it has such good reach, and because it parries, and it does okay damage. And of course, the value of if you can actually get by using one weapon, you do not have to deal with the third button of switching weapons mid-game. Oh, no, don't like that. No, okay. It's not the worst. Oh, thanks for that subscription, Alpha Flood. Thank you for supporting RGL TV. Oh, I did the jump of shame. You may have noticed there, I sort of did an awkward backward jump. That is something sort of unique to the Kusarigama. You can sometimes buffer in a jump unintentionally, and you will end up sort of doing like a reverse jump from what you wanted to do, and it's bad because especially in arcade mode when I use the Kusarigama. Jumping in the direction that you didn't intend to usually means dying. So hopefully we'll be avoiding that. So here, just trying to, you know, hop around to keep him in the range of the Kusarigama. But it's gone. Okay, into the thunderclouds. So Mr. Ryuichi falls. I wouldn't choose Kusarigama to use against Mr. Ryuichi, but it does an okay job. You can slowly wear him down. So as long as we're able to get like one manipulated jump out of him, or bait one sword slash out of him, you can almost certainly get him in a good position to either outrun him and despawn him, or wear him down with the Kusarigama. And here, likewise, this is probably the most important stage to note, that since the Kusarigama does not carry melee weapons, it is completely safe to use around the bowstaff monks while you're jumping on the inside of their throws. You will not accidentally parry the staff back into you. And here we are, and we're gonna take a micro rest, a ninja nap. All of Kusarigama only is the calm before the storm that is arcade mode. There we go. Got to stand up, got to stretch a little bit, and head into the fart cave. No. Okay. My jump nearly got completely consumed by the lag of the Kusarigama. We're gonna... Oh no, okay. Whew, I should have waited for his spawn. But here we are. Oh my. So we got saved by getting hit by a fart cloud right before Mr. Ryuichi hit us with his sword. And there you go. I snuck it in. The one example of iframe abuse in this game is occasionally you can skate by one-hit KO damage by getting hit by something that is not one-hit KO right before. Oh no, I'm getting reverse jumps. Oh no, this is not good. Gonna eke it out. Okay. Chicken out. Okay, I gotta plan out my jump. Can I make it? And any of these magic things can just choose to outrun me and kill me. Oh no! Okay. Oh boy. No. Couldn't hang on. That's okay. Fun fact, in perhaps, I think, the only example of rank in the PC Engine version, the first time you get to this boss, it has more hit points than any subsequent time. So now the final boss is now weaker than it was before. We're gonna do this. There we go. Okay. Are you all ready? The capstone of the Tour de Ninja. Now we go into the arcade mode. I'm going to take a brief standing break. Okay, let's go. So much like in Silly Stage and Marble Madness, Everything you know is wrong. Everything you've learned in PC Engine mode is now irrelevant. So you'll notice I have no hit point indicators because I don't have any. I can use all the weapons, and I will use all the weapons, which means I care very much about getting enough power-ups to power up all of my weapons. Also now, all of these kunai that used to be like, haha, maybe one will hit me, and that's okay. No, they are all quite lethal. All of the cannon fodder ninjas are now quite lethal. I now live in a cruel, uncaring world of ninja death. So suddenly the sword seems a lot more interesting. Also, enemies that used to be very easy to burn down quickly if you needed to, like the Bowstaff Monks and the Mr. Ryuichis, they have a lot more hit points. They are no longer easy to kill quickly. So here we are. So at this point, if I got all the power-ups I was hoping to get, I sort of went into autopilot mode. I have powered up sword, and I have powered up shuriken. So, I mentioned it earlier. It's the only time you're going to see it. The only time I am intentionally opting to use shuriken. And I had an option not to. Now, it will take longer to kill this boss, but it was still pretty quick. Okay, now they're gone. So here on this level, my hope is to finish powering up all my weapons. No, that was a clone. I'm going to use the Kusarigama. Sweep away all these things. Oh wow, that Spirit Wolf got right up in my business. Okay. I believe that was the final power-up I needed. We will get the Fire Shield. Public service announcement, the Fire Shield does not shield you from damage, but it does do damage, and that is worth something. But I will still be using the Kusarigama. And here specifically, it's so I can kill these smoke bomb throwing ninjas, as well as dissipate their smoke bombs from a distance. And here we are at the boss, and I will switch to grenades. It has enough hit points that I cannot kill it by just standing below it, so we're going to do a little bit of dancing. But it's not too bad. Not too bad. RDDDDDB! Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for supporting RGLT. Okay, where am I at? Okay, I'm going to switch to Kusarigama. This is actually one of the more awkward arcade stages to deal with, because those. Oh boy, we got lucky. No other way to say it. All these riflemen and their stupid gunshots. Those are one-hit kills as well. Oh, and the cannon fodder ninjas. Yeah, this is sort of a disaster of a segment. So we're gonna try our best. So we lost all our power-ups. So that makes everything easier. It did not make anything easier. I'm gonna try to inch my way. I can kill these DeVitos. They'll respawn, but... Oh, okay. My ninja buddies, Kusarigama, took out the bullet that had my name on it. Okay. So specifically, the fire shield of my clone will take out some of the cannon fodder jumping ninjas, which are now proper death machines. Go back. Do want to pick up all the red power-ups I can, because it would be awfully nice to have powered up grenades for Hanzo the Fiend. So we're going to try very hard to make sure that we're keeping our Kusarigamas sweeping through the sky to take out both spirit wolves and cannon fodder ninjas and the occasional monk. Okay, we made it. We do not have powered up bombs, but non-powered up bombs aren't, could do a lot worse. It is, I would say it is the right weapon to use against Hanzo because it hits his sword and blows up and does damage to him still. But Hanzo has a lot more health. And unpowered up bombs, you can only have one out per clone at a time. There we go. Oh, a parlor clock with Kusarigama sweeps on it. That sounds excellent. Thank you for the raid, Manic Ascendant. Okay, so what we're hoping for here is I want to get to a red power-up to power up the grenades. Because here is the first instance of different enemies in arcade mode. There are Mr. Ryuichis in this level now, in addition to everything else that was also there, and they're extra tough. Like, look at how many grenades it's sucked up. So yes, also Mr. Ryuichis can and will pursue you on the ceiling, so the ceiling is not safe. And guess what? This is the part of the game where you need to be on the ceiling. Okay, Mr. Ryuichi already spawned and crossed. Oh, a second Mr. Ryuichi already spawned. Okay, we made it across the first gap. We're gonna try to hurry up. Hurry up and make it across this gap. Okay, now. Okay, burned him down. Here's another one. Okay, got him to commit to his jump. We're gonna make the crossing. There's another Mr. Ryuichi, but there's a smart bomb drop. We sweep away all the Mr. Ryuichis. We have enough time to get across the final gap. Oh no! Oh, I held jump for just a little bit too long. I stuck to the ceiling and an attic ninja stabbed me in the butt. So now we get to do all of that with less firepower. But thankfully there's a full complement to power-ups. Okay, is that enough? He committed to a slash. I want one more to spawn. Come on, Mr. Ryuichi. No! Oh, he committed to a slash and almost hit me. Okay, well, you made it to the smart bomb. Midpoint. Okay. Jump. Not too much. No! Oh! Oh, I stuck again. Stuck to the ceiling, and at least I hit jump. I hit jump in time to detach from the ceiling to not get stabbed in the butt. But it was only to land onto a Mr. Ryuichi that had already committed to a sword slash. Okay. Oh, could not burn down that Mr. Ryuichi fast enough. So just to be clear, this is absolutely one of the places to where if you make it through on the first try, it's awesome. If you don't, then you're going to do this. But there is a method of the madness. You can time out the spawns, try to manipulate the Mr. Ryuichis and give you enough gap. Okay, come on, make it. Whew! So now we are in the crusher. Now this is a little bit more harrowing because all of these smoke bombs that they're throwing are lethal. So I switched to sword. I actually would have preferred to make it all the way to Kusarigama, but I ran out of time, and there is no concept of the game waiting for you to pick your weapon. Okay, and stones. Stones take a little bit more damage, but in general they are probably one of the least changed fights from PC Engine mode, especially with bombs on tap. But knowing how to properly dance with them is an asset. There we go. Oh, it's a words of wisdom from Splatterhouse. Do not hug people on fire. Yet another public service announcement from this Tour de Ninja. Oh no. Oh, I missed a jump. And it's extra bad to miss a jump in arcade mode because, again, all of these smoke bomb ninjas are now deal lethal damage. But that's okay. There are power-up ninjas in here, but it is absolutely a horrible idea to slow down to try to kill them and gather their power-ups, even in the best of circumstances. Okay, time to switch to Kusarigama? Yeah. Let's see what we can do. So all these kunai are now lethal damage. So I snuck in some bomb damage early to try to burn them down a little bit, but once they get to throw in their kunai, are sort of a menace. Also, I don't have the powered up kunai, so I can't actually rotate. I'm sorry, I don't have the powered up Kusarigama, so I can't rotate it mid-swing. I think I need to switch to sword. Oh, okay, no, we got it. I think we're gonna stick with Kusarigama into the thunderclouds. So again, not the best weapon here, but it's really a trade-off because now so we've got Mr. Ryuichis that are powered up, and we have kunai showers that are now lethal. So I absolutely need a way to get rid of them. I would have liked the fire shield, but that's okay. We're not going back for it, that's for sure. Don't need the blue. I think I need like one more red. So thankfully, unlike the true arcade version of this game, there's not also Mr. Ryuichis in this segment. It's honestly just, it's the same combination of enemies as PC Engine mode, just with extra hit points. And everything can kill you in one hit. We're just enjoying the lag. Pick up that smart bomb. And oh, we have powered up grenades. So here we're gonna. Oh, you will notice that the DeVitos are not going down nearly as quickly. But we are gearing up for that final moment. The fartcade is a menace in arcade mode. Because now, not only do you have Mr. Ryuichis, which are extra tough, you also have fart clouds. And all the fart clouds will kill you instantly, so it's very dicey. And, you die once, you lose all your power-ups, and now you get to fight Mr. Ryuichis with nothing. So here we go. We're gonna wait for Mr. Ryuichi. There he is. Oh no, I waited too long. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's a combination of waiting for the Mr. Ryuichi spawns, but also waiting for the fart bomb to go off so I can accurately jump over them. Oh, wait. I'm actually looking at the left side of the screen in case it spawns behind me. Oh, okay. Oh, one last one. We made it, folks. Here it is, final boss. So his magic now kills us immediately, but we can use grenades though, but we can still very much get very bad luck on his magical bolts. In fact, we did it! Oh, we're able to finish the last level without dying, and that is it. Oh, photosensitivity warning, it's going to flash a whole lot right now. And there we are. The end of the Tour de Ninja. 1 hour and 7 minutes. And now you get to see the arcade mode ending, which is different from the PC Engine mode ending. There it is. We're running free. The undead wolf within. Awoo! I actually like this ending music, but I highly encourage you listening to the original arcade renditions of these songs. Every single one of them starts off like a little restrained, and then like 1 minute in goes off the rails, out of control. But anyhow, thank you for hanging around and watching the Tour de Ninja, a marathon first. If you have any questions about Ninja Spirit, casual, or speedrunning, or any of these weird challenge modes I just demonstrated, let me know. Just throw me a message. I'm on SRC. All my contacts are there. But coming up next, more Ninja. Ninja Ryukenden for the PC Engine. Stick around.